Well, I finally got the frost pick on, and it's already falling apart. I forgot something. Trying to fix stuff out in the field, but don't have the right wrenches, so you try using a crusher wrench. Next thing you know, you're stripping the damn head off on the bolt. Which is a hassle. It is what it is. So, let's see if we can find. There's always shit in the way. Well, got off work early and started putzing away, pulling stumps out, and next thing you know, shit fucking breaks down right off the bat. So I got the frost pick on there. It works like a hot damn. I really like it. So, but here's the culprit, and I've seen a few other people with the same problem. This son of a bitch is on you real super tight too. Jesus Christ. Look at the vice grip is not even going to get it off. Well, I'm definitely going to complain about that. Anyways. I've seen other people complain about. Just might turn up the pressure on these fucking things. They're actually a little bit too. Need a little more pressure. I'm going to tighten all these bolts up here. There's a loose one. I don't know why they put the pins in there like that.
Sons of bitches, eh? In all my years of owning Kubota tractors, I never had anything like this happen to me. Oh well. Oh, I shouldn't say that. My little B7100, this happened to me before, so. Where is... Hopefully I didn't lose it. That would suck. For fuck's sakes. Oh no, never mind. There we go. Where's the Loctite? Anyways, they have kids putting these things together. And they don't know what the hell they're doing. High on drugs or who knows what they are. Not a big deal. Shit happens. But I definitely have to put a little bit of Loctite on all the bolts there. I should be using blue stuff on there, but I don't have any.
A little bit of Loctite goes a long way. It looks really bad when you're working at a job and then your machine breaks down like this. New machine. She breaks down. Doesn't look too good. Anyway, too tight either. Snug. I don't know what's there. That one. Yeah. Hopefully, we put Loctite on all of them. I mean, it hasn't come apart, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Well, maybe I should worry about it. It's loose. Put Loctite on it. Let's see. Yeah. Well, it does seem like it has something on it. It is loose. I think I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on this one here. Since you're in here, we might as well just put Loctite on all of them. And then you don't have to worry about it. I got to adjust this on here because I find this a little bit too slow. To get a little more speed out of it. It's a little bit faster. If it has pins like this one here, that's the cat's ass. That's pretty nice. We're not going to pull the whole damn bolt out, we're just going to put a dribble of Loctite on there. That's good. Get shit on my fucking fingers as always. Yeah, my dad always said to me, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, sometimes if you're into something like this, you may as well just check everything, make sure it's tickety-boo.
Sorry, the handle's noisy. I don't like that sloppy bullshit. There. And you can see it has a bit of Loctite on there, but and look at that, it's loose. Yeah.
the way it is. Yes. You know, my other backhoe, it's levers, right? It has levers, it doesn't have this joystick bullshit, and it never gives me problems. Someone else on YouTube was talking about this too. I guess it's a common problem, I guess. I don't know. Normally you should use blue Loctite on here. If these things ever break, I mean never give you problems again, at least you can take them off. Not that you should, but you could. This looks bad. Oh, I got about, I don't know, about 200 hours on this machine. I'm already wrenching on it. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. This fucking bullshit. I've been looking at buying a China brand, or yeah, Chinese mini excavator. I see them going pretty cheap. Looking at them, they're a lot cheap. They're a lot more affordable than buying a Kubota, but you need Kubota to get quality. Well, supposed to. And you get shit like this that breaks, you might as well just buy a used one, or even used ones are really hard to come by. So. Brand spanking new little mini Kubota, or mini skid excavator for $12,000. What kind of prices? I mean, if you need a wrench on it, you know, spend time wrenching on stuff like that. Maybe buy something used or something like that. Doesn't really matter. Paying $50,000 to wrench on something doesn't make sense to me. You know? But I guess it is what it is. But the frost pick is really, really nice. I really like it. Oh yes, much better. That fucking play shit on there. Okay, cool. Alrighty, we're going to adjust these. Give them a little bit more pressure. I think these look okay. Nice and tight now. Just like less play and more positive. Okay. Get that fucking thing out of there. Okay, we're gonna get a wrench and we're going to give it a little bit of adjustment. A bit nice. That's 17. Give it a little more pressure. I find that it's just too fucking slow compared to a excavator. So that's good. Just that fucking piece there, was fucking stick was kind of slow. Trying to get the trust. No, we're back in business. Right. I was thinking about trading this backhoe in for the excavator, but I find it's handy for a lot of different things, so I'm just going to keep it. So, I mean, the guy's going to get, on trade-in, they'll give me, $6,000 for it, and I paid almost $8,000 for it, so, it's really not worth it. I'll just keep it. So we'll see. I mean, I got my other little backhoe there, sitting in the garage, not being used. I will probably be putting it on something else. So, good, we're back on the go. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry it's dark in here, it's cold. So, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below about this video. Remember, if you have this particular backhoe, you need to check all the nuts and bolts in the linkages. So, because whatever reason they loosened or they didn't have enough mount, gap was working on them, so I checked them out. Gap was working good. So, alrighty.